Hello, this is my Max patch and this is my Nime down here. I'm using granular synthesis and I'm just going to talk you through the sensors and what they do. So if I quickly go through this Max patch, the presentation mode of it, the crossfade can be operated using this button and the slider. Through the first button you can change the functionality of the slider, so it will either be no input, the crossfade, or grain transposition of this audio buffer here. So if I move to crossfade, you can see it crossfades between the two audio signals, which are a record buffer going through the Zoom H2N and a audio buffer where you can replace this audio signal using this replace button, and then also in the record buffer you can choose the frame using this position dial here, and you can see the frame is changing, and that will change the position of the audio output, the grain that has been frozen. And then here in this audio buffer you can change the size of the grain using these two dials here. This third dial is a master volume. You can see at the top it's just moving, and then these two buttons up the top, the F2 and F3, they would turn on the audio buffer and start the record buffer, so you can re-record a new sound. So if I just turn on audio, just give you a quick demonstration. So you can see now I'm re-recording a new sound, and if I turn on the audio buffer, that is now, should be now playing. Then very quickly, if I just talk you through it, it's going through a gizmo object which transposes and auto-tunes the signal. You can, at the moment, it's going through a major chord, but you can dial down the third and the fifth of that chord. Over here is my accelerometer joystick, where you can change the modulation and effects. I'll just quickly. So there's a low pass filter. If you bring it down, the phaser. If you bring it there, bit crusher at the top, and amplitude modulation to the right. If I just very quickly show you the slider, you can change the value of the auto tune, which will in turn change the note, and then you can pitch it to whatever note you want, which is marked out at the top just above the touch slider. Okay, I'll just quickly walk you through my patch. Here is all the sensor data coming in. You can see it's routed, and here's the accelerometer. So if I move the joystick, the accelerometer data will change, which in turn it changes the node object. The node object is routed to the modulation, which is all happening in this audio out section. So you've got the amplitude modulation, the phaser, and the bit crusher, and finally the filter. Then there's an auto tune section where the touch slider determines the pitch of the note, and then is auto tuned through the gizmo object, and it auto tunes the record buffer and the audio buffer, which are here and here. And then lastly there's a crossfade section.